The first question, Mr. Mkondisi, that is directed to you is business mostly about perception?
I wouldn't say it's mostly about perception. I would say that business is actually about your customer's perception. And that's a very interesting thing, because the number one mistake I see in business is most people say, I have the cheapest product. And I can't tell you how many people don't make it in business, even if that's the case, because what they think, what they believe is that what people want is what's cheapest. And really what people want is in line with their own perception, so I wouldn't say that perception is the most important thing in business, but I'd say your customer's perception is the most important thing in business. Maybe that would be a better way of phrasing that thought.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Mkondisi. I hope that a question has been answered, and I feel like you have went straight to the point by highlighting that a customer's perception is what is important, because at the end of the day, you are trying to sell out your idea to somebody else. So your perception does not matter that much, because you want to deliver to somebody else. Are there any questions, Dynamites? Mr. Mkondisi is in the room, so if you feel like you need to ask anything, just don't hesitate. Don't hesitate, he's here. This is a lifetime opportunity. Get all the information that you require. The second question is, what advice do you have for any beginners in business? Like that small advice?
Yeah, I'd say the advice that I have for beginners in business is really focus on the customer, observe everything that you can. So there's a couple of things. There are two ways to go after understanding customers. One of them is to see what they say. So that's an important thing. You can, read all of that. You can, ask them if you have the opportunity. But also there's a very powerful underutilized thing about watching what they do. And if you see what they do, that's also a very powerful way of knowing what it is that you might do for customers. There's a limit to what customers can say. There's a limit to what they do say. And that's for various reasons. Sometimes it's embarrassing to say something. So if you're in an airline, for example, it's embarrassing to say, well, I only fly business class and I spend $5,000 a ticket. No one wants to be seen to do that. But when you get onto a plane, you'll notice that many people have done so. So you'll need to observe in addition to hearing what people say. And then you can position something that's in line with what people are asking for. In the end, what you're trying to do is you're trying to add value to somebody and some struggling with something. If you can be a solution to that, you're going to be at the beginning of a business. And I think any business that starts that way, trying to add value to somebody else is a business that's on solid ground.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Mkondisi. The third question is entrepreneurship really for anyone and everyone?
So it's an interesting question. And we could have a long discussion about what we believe entrepreneurship is. But I think one of the things that's important is that I like to think of the pursuit of value over the labels of what people are. So those things matter sometimes. It matters sometimes whether you want to be a freelancer versus self-employed versus a business owner versus an entrepreneur versus, so there is a space to have that conversation. But I think what's key for the creation of value is that if you can spot something that you can be a solution to, that is in essence a part of entrepreneurship. And it doesn't mean that you need to do that alone. It doesn't mean that you need to be, in your own business. It doesn't mean you can do that very easily, for example, inside a business. You can do that very easily in partnership. And so I don't think it's for everyone, because if you don't have a sense of how it is that you can be providing some unique value, then you can't be an entrepreneur. So it invalidates you. But what I do think is that it is open to everyone who will find a space to be able to offer value to somebody in a meaningful way. So I think it's open to all. I don't think perhaps it's for everybody. And I'm not sure that that's necessarily a bad thing. I think we can all function, gainfully and economically, even if that's the case.